Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I'm here to give a general reading for the month of October 2021 for the Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign of Aries. Now, as I say, this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone, so please do feel free to pick up anything that does and leave the rest behind. And you will find the other signs all linked in the description box below. So if you know your moon, your rising or your Venus, you can always go and check those out. And today I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. And we'll have a look and see what is in store for my lovely Aries. And don't forget, if you would like a private reading, you can always contact me via my website. The link is also in the description box below. And book one of those with me if you want to delve a bit deeper. Please also remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your support is so very much appreciated. I'm still growing, so every single like, every single comment, every single share is very much appreciated. And it always will be, even when I've got thousands of followers, I'll still appreciate each and every one of you. And I do truly appreciate your support. So thank you, each and every one of you. So we have your overall energy for the month is the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles shows me that there is some juggling going on in the month of October for you guys, but let's have a look and see what that's all about. Aries. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. Aries October. Oof. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Wow, there is something really going on at the beginning of the month for you guys. Ace of Swords. It's calming down. Page of Wands. Nice energy. Oof, that one flew. Nice. We have the Six of Wands. Ooh. And we have Nikki throwing cards on the floor again. And we have the Nine of Swords. Bit of a mixed bag going on for you here, my lovely Aries. Not surprising when your overall energy is juggling. And the Three of Wands. Okay, well, that makes sense. Right, let's take a little look at what is going on for you. Now, like I say, your overall energy was this lovely Two of Pentacles here. Now, Pentacles, they're earth energy. They're all to do with what you're working on, what you're building, what you're growing, what you're developing. It's very much the grounded energy, the rooted energy. And when you feel like you are taking on too many things, when you feel like things are a bit out of balance, that's when this Two of Pentacles comes up. As you can see, she's juggling there. So you may feel like in the month of October, like things are a bit up and down, like things are coming, and I can really see that in the cards, to be honest. There's, you know, some days you may feel really good and feel like everything's going well, and then other days it may feel a bit meh, and you just feel like it's a bit up and down, and you're wanting to get that balance, that even keel in your life. And, you know, there is a mixed bag, I'm not going to lie. There is a mixed set of emotions here, which really fully explains that Two of Pentacles to me. Now we have at the top of the reading here, we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Now these two cards, you know, they both have slightly different meanings, but they both represent that not so great side of things. So we'll start with the Seven of Swords, sorry. And the Seven of Swords shows me that there is something that is lurking in the background here. There is some kind of hidden energy, some kind of you might feel like someone's not being very honest with you. You might feel like there is some kind of sneaking going on, something that is perhaps not the most straightforward and not the most honest. And it may be that someone around you, someone in your workplace perhaps, is being a bit sneaky, is being a bit underhanded. And you may very much feel that energy, which is where this juggling of that Two of Pentacles comes in. So have a look for that. Have a look and think, who could that be? Is that you? Are you putting out there some kind of vibe of putting on a front, showing that everything is okay, whereas in actual fact it's not? Or is it someone who is being a bit sneaky around you? And I think it's more likely the latter. I think there's something that is a little bit underhanded going on in your presence, which is causing this state of imbalance in your life. And it could be coming from you. It could very well be coming from you, but we do also have the Five of Wands here. Now, the Five of Wands, this is that card of petty competition, of trying to like get one up on somebody. And again, it may be you that is feeling like you've got to kind of step over some people in order to get where you want to be, or it could be that you're feeling that other people are doing that to you. They're kind of pushing you down in order to reach the goal. You can see here this guy here standing on the wand. This one here is trying to pull him down. These ones are all sort of like falling by the wayside. It's that feeling of conflict, but it's usually something that's quite petty. It's not something that is particularly deeply rooted. However, because we have the Seven of Swords next to it, it may be something that has been ongoing. It may be something that is quite underhanded and unseen right now, and you may not even know or be aware of this struggle that is going on, but someone is definitely seeing you as competition, and they're trying to kind of sneak their way past, if you like, and you know, it's just that kind of that niggly, horrible feeling of someone who is being less than honest and who is trying to put you down in order to put themselves up. And like I say, it may be you. You may be the one who's doing that. And if you're not aware of that, it might be worth having a look at your actions. Are you genuinely pleased for the people around you that you're working with, living with, whatever, if they are getting successes? Because this is something that is really worth digging into. Now, what I'm saying here is, if there is some kind of conflict, if there is some kind of petty competition, if there is something that is causing you disharmony right now, it is worth putting it to one side and leaving it alone, because it's never worth getting involved in those squabbles that cause that, just that, you know, that unrest, that real sort of like, you know, when you get that kind of crawly skin feeling. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that kind of, it's all a bit meh. And the thing is, we have here as well, next to those two cards, we have the Eight of Cups. Oh, my ring light is shining on it. And the Eight of Cups it shows up when there's something that you need to leave behind, something you need to walk away from. You can see the cup here. You know, you can see it there with the fire lit inside it. And she's walking off, and she is walking into that sunrise. So she's leaving behind this shadowy darkness. She's set fire to whatever it is that she no longer wants, you know, and she's walking off into the sunrise, into a better place. And I do get the sense that there is something here at the beginning of this month that you really do need to just leave behind and not get involved in. Don't get drawn into those petty arguments, those petty squabbles. Don't get drawn into the feeling of you need to put someone else down in order to lift yourself up. You know, and if someone is doing that to you, then don't let them do that. Don't let them rattle you. Don't let them get to you. Just be you, and you will rise naturally to the top. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, and this is causing you some worry and some stress. We have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is that card where you wake up at 4 a.m. and everything is like running through your mind, and everything seems a lot worse than it actually is, because if you just got a good night's sleep and woke up in the morning, you'd realize that those problems weren't as big as you imagine them to be. And the Nine of Swords is that card of stress, that card of worry, that card of really amplifying the things that are unsettling you. And like I say, this is part of this feeling out of balance. Okay. And that card came out further through the reading. It came out under the Eight of Cups, and between the two is this lovely Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is that card of inspiration. You know, it's swords are air energy. They're to do with communication. They're to do with knowledge. They're to do with wisdom. And when we have the ace, it's a beginning. So when you can leave behind, you know, when you can leave behind that pettiness, that squabble, that thing that is getting you down right now, that thing that is causing you to have nightmares and wake up in the middle of the night, you will get that sort of aha moment. You know, you can see here that the light from the sword goes straight into the crown chakra, and it's like a whoosh. You know, it's, if it was a cartoon, you know how on the old cartoons they used to have a light bulb above their head when they had an idea? It's that kind of feeling. That's what I get from the Ace of Swords. It's that ting, that's what I need to do. And I love that because it speaks to my inner child, you know, when I start thinking in cartoon images. But you know, it is that there is something that is going to drop in. You are going to learn something. You are going to discover something. Something is going to drop in, and it may come from an outside force or it may come from within you. But something is going to drop in and give you that clarity, that sense of, oh, right, that's what that is. That's what this situation is. That's what this person is doing. That's what I need to do. You know, that kind of clarity moment. And it's going to give you the wisdom and the knowledge that you need in order to proceed. And then in the center, we have the Page of Wands. Now, I love this card. I mean, to me, she represents the Page of Wands so beautifully, because look at the joy in this girl. She's leaping in the air. She's throwing her wand. You can see all this beautiful swirling movement where she's doing the twirling baton. She's literally leaping for joy. And pages are messengers, and she is coming in to bring you that inspiration back. So you'll get that aha moment, you'll get that clarity, you'll get that wisdom coming in, that new knowledge that you need. Then you will get the inspiration from that, the fire being relit in your belly and helping you to move forwards, helping you to go forwards in a creative manner, with inspiration, with joy in your heart, and with love in your heart as well. Because when we've been through some kind of pettiness and squabbles, or even if it's more deep than that, it can make us feel a bit drained, a bit flat, a bit low, a bit off balance. And the Page of Wands is here to say, okay, Let's get you back out there. Let's reignite that passion. Let's reignite that joy. And boy, does she do a good job of it. Because then we have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is that card of celebration. You know, it's stepping into the spotlight. So it's taking your place and going, here I am. And this is something that after you've had that sneaking around, you know, you've got the Five of Wands turns into the Six of Wands. And this is great because from that competition, from that struggle and that strife, you get the victory. You are the victorious one. So if you have something that you're thinking, yes, I know exactly what this competition is all about, I know exactly what this struggle is all about, just know that this is the card of you achieving that victory. This is you going, yes, here I am, and I'm getting what I want. I am being shown as the person who is victorious. And so if you have someone else who is trying to put you down, someone else who is being a bit sneaky and underhanded, it will come to light by just you being you and you following your true path, okay, and following your joy. That's how you will win the day, is by not getting involved, not getting dragged into that pettiness, okay? And then underneath that Page of Swords, next to the Page of Wands, next to the Nine of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords. So this may well be, you know, again, air energy, communication, knowledge, wisdom, power. And the Queen of Swords, she tells it like it is. So this may be somebody that you may need to listen to, okay? And I do get the sense that this is the person that is going to say, right, what's the truth? What's the honesty of this situation? And this is going to be that moment of clarity, that moment of learning a lot about yourself and a lot about the situation that you are in. And there is going to be someone there who sees the truth, who knows the truth, who is honest. She's my warrior queen, you know, she's a leader. She's, you know, so it may be a boss person in your life, you know, a person in authority, but she's also got that feminine side, which is a little bit softer. But don't mistake me, she won't hold her punches, you know. If she thinks you're acting like a jerk, she'll tell you you're acting like a jerk. It's as simple as that. This person tells it like it is. They tell the truth and they are honest, but they are wise and they are fair and considerate, and they use their intuition to help to guide them. So this person may be a person that is coming into your world or in your world already that will see the truth of the situation that is going on around you. It may be you stepping into that. You know, just because it's a queen doesn't mean it's a woman. It's just that feminine energy, okay? And we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So, you know, just look for that person. And if that person doesn't exist in your life, maybe that person is the person that you need to be. You need to be the person that cuts through the bull and speaks the truth and is honest and straightforward and upfront without being harsh and disrespectful. That is a very big, important thing here. Although she tells it like it is, she's not disrespectful and she's not unkind. Okay, and then your final card is the Three of Wands, which is beautiful because it all culminates, all this imbalance, this struggle, this getting your success, getting your mojo back, all of this culminates in looking towards the future. The Three of Wands is that card of waiting for your ships to come in. You know, she's stood on the edge of the water here. She's looking out across the ocean, literally waiting for her ships to come in. What I love about this one is she has this surfboard under her arm. And I always say, to me, this card seems more proactive than most of the Three of Wands, because although she's contemplating where to next, contemplating, you know, what's coming in, she's waiting for her manifestations to come into fruition and all of those things, and she's waiting for things to turn around. She's also got this surfboard, so it's like, you know, if she gets too sick of it, she's going to jump on that surfboard and go and meet her destiny. And I love that, because that's what it always makes me think of. Now, you may need to have a bit of patience, because this month is going to be a bit of a juggle. It is going to be a bit of a, you know, a mixed bag of emotions. But if you can stay honest and true and get to the truth of the matter, then you will find that you have the upper hand, and you will be able to look towards your future with that joy and that spark back inside you. Okay? So just know that. Right, I am going to take an Enchanted Map Oracle card for you. Now these Oracle cards, you know, I love these ones because a map shows directions. It shows you where to go, you know, and these ones I feel kind of do that in terms of, you know, an Oracle deck. Gives you that sense of where to go, what to do, you know. And so I will just, sorry, trying to grab hold of the cards. Let's take a look and see what else do my Aries need to know, please. Can we give them some direction for this month of October? Ooh! That one wanted to come out. Oh, nice. And you have the Bone Collector. Okay, so the Bone Collector, she's, you know, we've all had hurts in our past, yes? We've all had things that have happened that have caused us pain and distress and discomfort. Nobody has had a perfect life. Some people, those things are more prominent than others. But what you find is when you're faced with a similar situation to one that you've experienced in the past, sorry, I nearly said path then. One you've experienced in the past that is similar to the situation you're facing now, it triggers something within you that makes you react in a similar way, because you have this conditioning. This is how to react in this situation, because you've been through it before, you've been through something similar before, and it might be what is making you sort of close down and have those nightmares and feel that Nine of Swords energy. Now the thing is this, when we have these woundings from our past, we need to discover them, and we need to heal them, and we need to come to terms with them in order to change the way we react to similar events in our future, so that we don't keep repeating patterns. And the Bone Collector, what she does is she takes all of those hurts that you've had, all of those things that have been stolen from you in the past, all of those woundings that you've had, she collects them all, and when you're ready, she gives them back to you. She gives you back the things that were stolen from you. And it's a beautiful energy, because it is that lovely healing energy, that energy of, you know, you can do something different. You can change your path. You can change your reactions. You can change the way that you behave, because you can become whole again. And I love that, because, you know, that's what the Bone Collector is there for. She makes you whole. She has all of your woundings, all of the stuff that was stolen from you in the past, and she's ready to give it back to you and help you through difficult situations, which it looks like, you know, in October, you may have something that is a bit tricky in the beginning of the month to go through. And she's there to help you, to give you back your strength, to give you a different way of approaching things. Okay, let's take a healing with the, no, I want a wisdom of the oracle. And sorry if I'm a bit, sound a bit weird. I'm a bit bunged up. I had a terrible cold last week, and I'm still suffering a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look. We have the Lady of Lightning. I love her. So surprise, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And that goes in beautifully with the bone collector there. So that paradigm shift, that different way of doing things, that different way of looking at things, that different way of experiencing things is the way to go through something that is causing you to feel the way that you have felt before, you know, to feel that sense of being let down. And sorry, that was my chair squeaking. And, you know, and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's a really nice thing to have there. The Lady of Lightning is there to kind of shake things up, to make it different, to give you that spark. You know, we have that Page of Wands in the middle there. Remember I said this was the spark of joy, the spark back in your belly, that fire back in your belly. And the Lady of Lightning is there sort of saying, okay, you can expect some surprises along the way here, but know that you are shifting and that things are going to be different as a result of it. And instead of feeling off kilter, you can regain your balance. Okay, and then we have the Metal King, and he is discipline, armor, and boundaries. So exactly that. Where do you need to set up those boundaries? You know, where are you allowing people to pull you in directions that you don't want to go in? That Five of Wands energy, that conflict, that pettiness, that struggle. Where in your life are you allowing people to pull you into that state? Because that is what is throwing you off balance. So set those boundaries. If people are doing things that are setting you off kilter, say no. You know, say no to what you don't want to do. And set those boundaries. Do what is right for you. Okay? And the armor there is the protection. You know, that boundary is a protection around you and a protection around your loved ones as well. You know, you don't want to be allowing, for example, if you're in a workplace and you have colleagues that are causing you to be miserable at work, you know, you're going to take that home with you. So put that armor on, protect yourself, set those boundaries, and be very disciplined within yourself to not get drawn into those conflicts. Okay? Right, let's take a look at wisdom of the oracle here. Lovely. I love this. And you have breathe. Remember, when things get tough, just breathe. And you will feel much better. Okay? Just breathe through it. Breathe through the difficulties. Remember to breathe. I know it sounds silly, but if you can just take that time to pause and breathe and focus on your breath, you will feel your whole body calming down, your inner voice calming down. You know, instead of a million thoughts going around your head at once, you can focus. So remember to breathe. Okay, let's take a healing with the fairies. Okay, and we have environmental awareness. So yeah, be aware of your environment. You know, what is going on around you? Environments are all sorts of things, but also environmental awareness comes up when we need to remind ourselves that there is a greater thing out there than us. You know, I always used to say that when wars took place, people would be squabbling over a piece of land. And yet that piece of land would be there long after those people that are squabbling were dead and buried, and they would be returned to that earth. So the planet that we live on is far greater than anything that we do. And we need to be aware of that. Be aware of our impact within it. Be aware of the enormity of the universe. There are greater things out there than you and I. That's what I'm trying to say. And we can do our part to help our environment, our immediate environment. And that's something that pops up when we need to reconnect with nature, reconnect with what is important. Okay, let's take a magical Mermaids and Dolphins, because why not? And then I'll probably close the reading. So if this is sounding like something that that you want to delve deeper on, then do by all means contact me for a private reading. You can do that via my website. Okay, and the last card we have here is Consult an Expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So if you do have that conflict going on in a workplace, for example, or it could be an inner conflict that is going on with you, something that you're not sure about, that you don't understand, that you're not sure how to approach it, how to do it, ask somebody. That is the Queen of Swords right there. She's your expert, okay? So ask someone who is an expert, and take advice from an expert, not from Facebook or from some pseudo scientist or whatever. Just take advice from someone who knows. Okay, if there is a particular query that you have that you are unsure of, then ask an expert, consult an expert on this. Okay, so it sounds like October is going to be a very interesting month for you. And it feels very much like something is going to get revealed in this month to me. This is the download that I'm getting for you, my lovely Aries, is there is something that is going to be revealed, something that may throw you off balance in the beginning. When you first find it out, it may make you feel unsteady and unsure. But it's not a tower moment. It's not a rug being pulled out from under you. And I think you've always suspected that this thing is going on. So this month is that month of revelation, that month of learning, that month of getting to the truth of the situation, getting to the heart of the matter, and a month of you being able to heal you, and so therefore you can cope and change the way that you react in that situation in order for you to be able to move forwards and allow your life to continue on in the way that you want it to be. That Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. Whatever it is you want, it's on its way. It's on its way in, but there's just a couple of bubbles, if you like, that you need to pop along the way. Okay, my lovely Aries, until next time, please do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you have a wonderful October and that things are not as difficult as you may feel they are, because they're never as bad as they seem. Namaste.